Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where I am back here in Zukragund. It's Wars Coombe, where I have the ingredients that Frithgeir requested.
Ah, you have the ingredients. Good.
I will begin making the brew in just a moment. All right?
I will set about making the brew, if you do not mind waiting.
Let me know if that's fine. All right. I suppose I could wait a little while.
It will be a few moments.
Find a comfortable place to wait. Wonderful.
While Frithgeir prepares the brew that will restore the sense of our host, an ancient dwarf who has lived long and seen much, our company decides what should next be done.
The water is boiling already, and now I will add the ingredients that you collected. The odor will be quite pungent, so perhaps you should speak with the rest of your friends that have come to Zudragund while it steeps. The odor is rather unpleasant, though. I find that it does clear the cobwebs away when I am feeling under the weather. Okay. So Coronir, Eladon, and Calinglad. This is only one son of Elrond for this particular mission. So many books Pine Sea, and none of them taken when Norse people left him? It puzzles me. It's clear that many dwarves once lived here, but where they have gone and why is a mystery. I suspect that even Frithgeir's brew will not clear Nar's mind sufficiently for him to provide us with the answers that we seek. Okay. And here we have Halros and Halbarad and Coronir. I don't know what to make of this dwarf. Where did all his people go? Why would they leave him behind? And what could they have seen that might leave him so addled? Frithgeir seems to be a kind-hearted one, and it seems to me that Nar would be hard-pressed to survive here for any period of time without him. But there's something not quite right about these two. Well, I don't know what it would be, though. And here we are for Calinglad. We are a long way from Evendim Pine Sea. I would know that our friends are managed in our absence. I understand why we have taken this brief excursion into the hills, for if Nona is satisfied by what we learn here, our dealings with the Uklut should be made easier. But what can we really learn from this dwarf? He has not seemed even to notice us. Well, that I don't know. Oh, I cannot go in there. My lord, why did you go in? Why did you not listen to your faithful servant? Oh, go in where? I have been listening to Nar's ramblings, Pine Sea, but I have managed to piece together some of the history. I believe he was once the servant or friend of Thor, grandfather of Thorin Oakenshield, and that this was one of their homes in exile. Thor did not return to Erebor, but it seems to me that he made another journey, and Nor accompanied him. From his words, I believe that he came into danger and... Hold it, someone approaches. What is this? Where is the leader of this place? I demand information. Bring a spare mug, Hervine. Do you mock me? Mindsy, what's going on here? Nona listens impatiently as you explain what the situation is. I want answers for myself. My brother was changed after he came here, and this Nar knows why. He will tell me why, or it will go badly for him. What did you say to my brother Wadu when he came here? Wadu? Aye, he was a brave dwarf. My brother was not a dwarf. Nar, it is ready. I have this for you. All right. Let's see what he does. This is a strong smelling stuff, is it not? To your health. And he chugs it down. Ooh, who are you? When did you arrive? Tell me what you said to my brother. Tell me what you said to Wadu. Nar shakes his head, breathing deeply of the steam billowing out of the mug. Wadu? Oh yes, I know that name. We went to the Fatherlode, where rang the sound of hundreds of dwarven hammers, far below Zagdragund. It is curious. I remember walking with Wadu among the great turning water wheels of the old father, but I have not seen him since. He is not still down there, is he? No, he was killed since then. That's a shame. He was most brave, wasn't he? I can take you to the mine if you'd like. Yes, I think we really should. Are you ready to go into the mines below the hall? Very good. I'm ready to show you the way. Another mine. We are far beneath the earth now, Pinesea, and a feeling has been growing on my mind for some time now. I think someone or something has watched as we descended. I can't pinpoint it, but I believe some intelligence has observed our passage from Zudragund. Something else has made me uneasy. How much of Frithgar's brew has Nora already consumed, and how much of it remains? The dwarf has been alert for our descent, but what happens when the steaming brew has been exhausted? Well, that I don't know. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Just the stuff. Now, stop dallying and follow me. We're almost there. Okay? There we are. How far beneath the earth is this dwarf now? Behold, the great wheel of the old father. Uh-oh. It looks like the great bats of the old father. Listen to the sound of those hammers. Keep up the great work, people. Where's none of the bats attacking Nar? Well, that I don't know. I don't like this. Why do the bats of this cavern not attack the dwarf? Why does he walk around them without any danger? Wadu came into this mine full of fear and uncertainty. What happened here that he emerged from this with courage that would lead to his death? The longer this journey takes, the more questions that it poses. I want to be above ground again and in the sunlight. Well, we hope so too. Oh, why yes, that braids on your beard are particularly well done this day. Well, what do you say? Is it the smell of the brew that has kept the bats away from attacking Nar? We should hope that it was not, for he seems to have exhausted it. A few drops may remain, but the odor is much less than it was, and he seems to be falling once more out of awareness. There's a gate ahead, and if I have learned anything about dwarves, it's that such a gate certainly has a lever somewhere to open it. Find the lever and return to me, and we will proceed. I fear that this journey will soon end in failure, for without the guide that can speak to us of the ways that we understand, we can no hope. What can we hope to learn here? That I don't know. Well, now, let us head on through. Ah. Okay, well, I guess we don't need to attack them all. So I suspect that this thing is going to want to attack us. Let's not worry about that one. Let's see. No, actually, not up here. Down a little bit more. And this way. Down this way. Through more bats and cave claws, most likely. Up and around. Although not that way. Is this way? Alright. Actually, no, that's the way I just came. Right? Ah. The wonders of getting lost. Okay, you go there, you go there. Maybe I was right on that platform before. Oh, well. Oh. Ah! This is where I need to go. This platform. And they all immediately run. Okay, well. Let's get back down. Predictably, they're all away from here. So I presume they went through the gate. The gate is open. So I would presume that our friends are below. Ah, here is Eladon. I'm sorry that we didn't wait, Pine Sea, but Nar gave a shout and ran forward when the gate opened, and we did not want to lose him. He's just ahead with Nona. Okay. Leave him alone with that hot-tempered girl? Why have you brought us here, dwarf? Do you even remember? Roast mutton! Oh, wonderful. I am sorry, Nona, but he's no longer aware of us. He seems to be only distant memories. But what? What happened to this Gwyber supposed to tell me? Oh, this Gwyber? Aye, he was a burned dwarf. I saw him face many a fearsome beast, but none so deadly as that which lived beneath the earth. Did his heart quail in his chest? No, it did not. I care not for the exploits of some ancient dwarf. Did his axe hand tremble? It did not. Well? What do you say, Eladon? Nona. The wounds in this Gwyber are still fresh. It has been dead for no longer than a week. Courage rose unbidden in his veins, and he struck the beast once, twice, 3 times. These are sword wounds, not axe wounds. In his own way, I think Nar is telling us 2 stories, not 1. I believe that a dwarf named Herving slew a great beast beneath the mountains. But I believe too that your brother Wadu found his courage here in the depths and slew this great Gwyber. Wadu? Can this be true? My brother, even after the terrible things my father said to him, and even after what I said to him in my frustration, he mastered his fear, Pine Sea, and he achieved a victory that even the bravest and strongest warriors of the Yaklus could not hope to match. And now he is gone, slain by enemies who waited in hiding for him to pass. The cowards! They were nothing compared to this great beast, and they laid him low where even it could not. My Wadu. I know your road, son of Elrond. That way lies death. What did you say? Treachery! Treachery and deceit! You who walk the paths of the dead, beware! How can you know these things? Answer me, Nar! Answer me! Now Eladon's getting frustrated. Second from the left? Ah, that is what I heard. Aye, slightly underdone. Oh boy. Ah, it's hopeless. Mindsy, can you tell me what just happened? Oh, why? What's wrong? How can Nar know of the errand of the Grey Company? And more than that, how can he know of my father's words to my brother and me? How can he know that we are considering taking the paths of the dead once we meet with Aragorn? I must tell Halbrand and the other rangers of this. I think things may have just become a little more complicated. Wonderful. Do you have any idea of any of this?
Na has often said peculiar things. It is difficult to determine what he means by them.
Nar has had an extremely long and extremely painful life, as I understand it, and only faithful Frithger remains now to help him continue it. These men with you, these rangers, they seem disturbed by what Nar had said. Can you ease their minds? I fear that they will do him some harm, and I cannot allow that. All right, well, I will talk to Cornir and see what he has to say about all this. Since he is still here, and the rest have gone off in frustration.
What can the dwarf have meant by that?
I am completely at a loss, Piney. How can Nar have known that Elrond said to the sons before we departed Rivendell? And what does it mean that he does know it? It feels like we are mired in something that we do not fully understand. We cannot afford to ignore this mystery, for it may threaten the very purpose of our journey. But what will we discover? We must take a rest in any event. We can talk it over later and hope that things will be more clear. Right. Well, so we get some trousers here? Really? Oh, no wonder that's the wrong... Hold it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, no wonder, because I'm playing Mariner. Okay, yeah, this is it. So, what do we do now?
I do not like this.
How has Nar come to know of our potential road? That Elrond advised his sons to remember the paths of the dead, for we may have need to walk them, was known to but a few, and all of them are trustworthy. Something's not right about this. It will not be long before we must set out again, but in the time before, we must learn what we can about Nar's recent activities. There may be some clue to them to reveal the source of knowledge concerning our errand. Speak with Frithgeir about Nar. He proved helpful in returning his friend to clarity, short-lived though it was, and he may help us again. Okay, I will talk to Frithgeir and ask him if he knows anything about all of this. So far, I have a feeling no.
I'm sorry he upset you. Nar means no harm.
A few days before Wardu the Dunedain came to Zudagron, I noticed Nar spending a great deal of time looking through some of the bookshelves for something. I thought it odd because he generally takes little interest in the books and records here, but he did not speak of it, and I did not ask him what drove his examination. I can tell you which section of the shelves it was, but there are a lot of books to go through. I don't know if that will be of any assistance, but you will be welcome to seek a common thread if you're able to help you with your friends. Look at the shelves in the southeast of here, along the illuminated statue. Around the illuminated statue. Okay, dokie. The illuminated statue. Well, that looks like an illuminated. Well, it's illuminated something. And it is a statue. Okay, I suppose then that qualifies. Oh. Ah! This was directly under a light. That's definitely an illuminated statue. See what we got here. Hail Thrain, King under the mountain. Preparations for leaving the coombe are well underway, and it will not be long before our people are ready to depart for the Blue Mountains. The great wheels in the depths will turn without them. I wonder for how long. Well, they're not turning now. I am writing this letter to express my concern about Nar. You know as well as anyone the things that he has seen, and his service to your father cannot be questioned. He deserves much better than he has gotten. He seems not even to see me these days, though I must endure the retelling of his own exploits 2, 4, or a dozen years in the past. It makes me sad to think of it now, and his excitement in each recounting, the previous one forgotten. Oh, that saddens me even more. This is why I must ask your permission to remain with you while the others go. Nar will not go to the Blue Mountains, and I wish to stay here to look after him. My son, too, wishes to stay. He is young, and he knows nothing of our real home. This to him is no exile, and the Blue Mountains would be. I do not want to deprive Frithgir of the only home that he knows. I will do whatever you command, of course, but this is my desire, if it be your wish to grant it. Hervin, Drake Slayer. Okay, so Hervin did slay a drake then, and Hervin is Frithgir's father. Okay, well, at least that tells us some information. Okay, what do we have here? It is my hope that these musings on the great variety of the plant life found within the coombe will be of help to those who, by want or need, find themselves uncertain of a herb's utility or vegetables' properties. It is clear that such knowledge is finding in the people's. Okay, so all about this, and the recipe for the brew that we made. Oh well. Oh, we missed one. Okay, let's see what's in this. Kari was a little dwarf, smaller than you or me, and wherever Kari went he took an axe, or 3. One axe for his left hand, one axe for his right, one axe to carve his roast he ate most every night. Now one day the orcs did call. They came right up to the gate. "Come on out," they said. "We'll have a feast. Don't be late." The dwarves knew what it meant. They knew it very well. If they went to see the orcs, they'd not hear the dinner bell. Do you know what Carrie said? He said loud and clear, "I will go to see the orcs and give them things to fear." "But you're so little," said the dwarves. They told him not to go, but Harry went. He would not stop till they faced the orcs below. The orcs laughed. "What can you do?" "Just hold still, we'll get the skewers." They turned their backs, and that was that. So they called him Curry or Kewer. Oh well. Well, so much for that. Now, where is Nar? Not so or Kewer. Oh. Hello, Nar.
You have brought the gemstones? Good, good. These will do very nicely.
Yeah, that's Nar. Oh well.
Nar's words remain as cloudy as ever. It was worth trying.
Although it did not bear any fruit. You should go to Candace and the campsite of the Grey Company in the grove of trees set east of the Uklut's village of Hlanuk, and tell them that we are no closer to learning why Nar spoke of the paths of the dead. Candace is a master of lore and may have thought of something. Perhaps he did. What will he think about it? I guess we'll have to find out on the next episode of River and Sea.